Hey there, space explorers. Let's talk about one of the coolest planets in our solar system, Uranus. It's the seventh planet from the Sun, taking 84 Earth years to orbit once. Uranus is an ice giant, mostly made up of icy materials like water, ammonia, and methane in a slushy state. You could fit about 63 Earths inside Uranus, but it's still smaller than Jupiter and Saturn. Uranus is so far away that it's hard to see with the naked eye. It wasn't discovered until 1781. Despite its size, Uranus is lightweight, mostly made of gases and liquids, making it less dense than Earth. If you could find an ocean big enough, Uranus would actually float. Isn't that a cool fact? It's like a giant planetary beach ball floating in space. Now here's where Uranus gets really weird and wonderful. Most planets spin like tops, but Uranus is tilted so far over that it practically rolls around the Sun. This tilt is about 98 degrees, making Uranus the sideways planet. Scientists think a giant collision knocked Uranus over, changing its spin forever. This tilt affects everything around it, including its rings and moons. The whole Uranian system is tilted, making it look like a bullseye from certain angles. It's a unique sight in our solar system, and one of the things that makes Uranus so fascinating to study. You might think Saturn is the only planet with rings, but Uranus has rings too. Discovered in 1977, Uranus has 13 known rings, much fainter and darker than Saturn. These rings are made up of chunks of rock, ice, and dark dust. Some rings appear unstable and might disappear in a few million years, while others seem to be gaining material. Scientists are still figuring out how these rings work and where they came from. Could they be the remains of moons broken apart by Uranus's gravity? We're still learning. The rings are named after Greek letters, but not in alphabetical order. The order of the rings, from closest to farthest from Uranus, goes 1986 U2 R 654 alpha, beta, eta, gamma, delta, lambda, epsilon, nu, and mu. Uranus's tilt leads to some of the most extreme seasons in the solar system. Each season lasts about 21 Earth years because Uranus takes 84 Earth years to orbit the Sun. During summer, one pole faces the Sun continuously for 21 years, while the other pole is in complete darkness. As Uranus continues its orbit, the seasons slowly change. When Voyager 2 flew by Uranus in 1986, the South Pole was pointing almost directly at the Sun. Surprisingly, Uranus looked pretty calm and featureless. However, as Uranus approached its equinox in 2007, storms and cloud patterns started appearing. It seems that as sunlight hits different parts of the planet, it stirs up the atmosphere. Uranus's beautiful blue-green color comes from the methane in its atmosphere. Methane absorbs red light and reflects blue-green light, giving Uranus its unique hue. Uranus's atmosphere is mostly hydrogen and helium, with more ices like water, ammonia, and methane. Despite looking calm, Uranus has some of the fastest winds in the solar system, reaching up to 560 miles per hour. These super-fast winds blow mostly from east to west, following the planet's rotation. The top layer of clouds is made of methane ice crystals, giving the planet its color. Below that are layers of ammonium hydrosulfide clouds and water clouds. Uranus has 27 known moons named after characters from Shakespeare and Alexander Pope. The 5 largest moons are Miranda, Ariel, Umbriel, Titania, and Oberon. Titania is the largest, about half the size of Earth's moon. Miranda, the smallest of the 5, has a weird patchwork surface, earning it the nickname Frankenstein moon. Miranda has giant cliffs, canyons, crater pits, and unique regions called coronae. Scientists aren't sure how Miranda got its strange appearance, but they have theories. The other moons are interesting too. Oberon has dark patches, Titania has enormous canyons, Umbriel is the darkest, and Ariel has the brightest surface. Each of these moons is a world of its own, with unique features and mysteries waiting to be explored.